way again.
Man, this is feeling good. Willie Nelson and Alex Jones brainstorming about a 9/11 truth stock, minus the yellow acid. This is amazing.
Ride like a one-eyed jack of diamonds with the devil close behind. We're gonna ride.
It's incredible. Willie, we've only got about 5 minutes left in this segment and 4 minutes in the next, and I'm going to let you go because you're very busy and have your own XM radio show coming up today. Before we take a few final calls and talk about the depression that we see unfolding and really hurting the farmers and ranchers more than ever, fire out some of the websites, your peace organization, some of the groups that people can get involved with you in to really try to be the change we want to see in the world.
Well, sure, yeah. FarmAid.org is, it's the big address for people. We're doing Farm Aid on September the 20th up in Boston, and if we can call attention to that and, bring as many people as we can to rally around us up there, that would be great.
Well, my heart's beating, and a few things excite me anymore, Willie, because I've seen quite a bit, not as much as you, but I'm actually got butterflies. Let me just put you on the spot. Did you get butterflies and excited when we just spontaneously, because of a caller, decided to do some type of truth rally?
Well, I'm always looking for excitement, and if it's doing something that I love to do and believe in, well, it doesn't get any better than that, And I love to play music, and I love audiences and crowds, but there's also something that's gratifying about saying what you believe,
And doing the right thing. Again, Willie, I know you hate people telling you how great you are, but let me tell you, I just love you to death and love your courage and your passion and your spirit. The time I got to meet you in person, it was really intense to be around you in person. You're just an amazing individual, and I just wish to God we had more people like Willie Nelson. Give out the Peace Institute website as well.
Our Peace, it's WillieNelsonPRI.com, Peace Research Institute, and FarmAid.org. You just stay in touch, and let's put our heads together and see what we can do to get peace in the world, and also in doing that, we'll not only help the family farmer, we'll help everybody else.
Let me just recap for everybody. Dennis Kucinich going into the belly of the beast this Friday in the Judiciary Committee in the House, presenting the crimes of the Bush administration. This is just unparalleled in history, and there's almost no media coverage. Demand there be coverage of this, and we salute Willie Nelson for stepping up to the plate today to come on the air and try to bring attention to this, and no doubt it will. Let's talk to Tom in Oregon. Tom, you're on the air with Willie Nelson. Quickly.
Well, I've been a long-time fan, and I'm just kind of getting into the prison planet and everything that goes with it. Don't you guys think that the whole mess that this country and the world is in right now all has to be revolve around energy? And I think we need to make huge leaps for energy. I don't think these baby steps that we're taking. I really have a feeling that Otis T. Carr and Ralph Ring and George, I don't know if you've heard of Gordon Novell, but I think they're on to something that all the governments of the world don't want us citizens to know about.
And that's 0 Point Energy. Stay there, Tom. We're going to come back. Final segment with Willie Nelson after a 70-second break. Only 5 minutes left, because earlier he wanted to get into energy reform, and so we'll come back. Willie is big into that. Final segment with Willie Nelson, Infowars.com.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com.
Yeah, we're going to keep going. Let me just talk to Willie real fast, John. Hey, Willie.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I appreciate you letting me get you into all this trouble.
That's no problem there.
Well, I know you've always been standing up to the man. When is a good time for me? And again, I'm not going to even try to push you to how to set it up or what to do. I just want to somehow be involved and help you in any way. When should I call you? Tomorrow or something? Or when's a good time for me to call you when you're on the bus on the road to try to get some idea of what we should do in New York or Austin?
Why don't you do a little research yourself on Austin and New York, and I will too, and we'll check my itinerary, and call me tomorrow, and we'll figure out something we can do.
Yes, sir. What's a good time? Just like 10 or 11 in the morning again? Or?
Oh, yeah, that's about the same time we talk today. That'd be great.
That's a good time for you. I know you're up late doing these shows, so 10 in the morning is good.
10 or 11 o'clock's fine.
Because you get up and jog every morning, don't you?
Well, I tell everybody I do.
Okay, hey, listen, I'm not going to twist.
I get up some mornings and jog.
Okay, well, I'll call you tomorrow morning, sir, and say hi to your wife and family. We're going to go into the final segment right now. Here we go, sir.
Government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Folks, I am as happy as I have been in my life, except for the birth of my 3 children, because I know that I have a blind spot. I can't make myself bug big celebrities or ask for things from them. And Willie's such a nice guy that if he thinks in his heart it's a good thing to do, he'll generally do it. And that's what I've been told by folks that have known him for decades. And now he just says, yeah, let's do a 9/11/impeachment anti-Iran deal. So we're going to be setting that up in the next month or so, next couple of months, whenever Willie wants to do it. In closing, I know we got loaded phones, but we're out of time. We'll have Willie back, undoubtedly. In the last 3 or 4 minutes we've got, sir, earlier you were trying to get into, when we went to break, energy dependence and systems to get off of it. They're demonizing ethanol, but that's from corn. You're talking about the cooking oil and trash and the pig farms and the chicken farms. You're talking about systems that use the waste we're just dumping in rivers right now to create cleaner burning fuels. In closing, Willie Nelson, that's a way to create a new economy, as you have said as a visionary, and you've got all the evidence to re-energize the family farm and try to save what we've got left and get us off of the oil.
Absolutely, and we can do it. We have the ability to do it. We have the resources, and I think the secret is to keep it local and sustainable. If you have something around you that farmers grow that you can use it. Anytime you import something, it costs more and it pollutes the environment. Anytime you can buy it locally, you're getting healthier food because you know where it's coming from. So I think the important thing for us to do is to make sure that we support our local agriculture, our local economy, and not become dependent on bringing in everything from around the world. Because you look at your table where you ate breakfast this morning, and everything on your plate probably came from 12 to 1,500 miles away, and that's a huge waste. It could have been done outside your back door by farmers that you know.
Now, just 70 years ago, I would guess, growing up in north central Texas, that everything on your plate every morning was from right there in the little town you grew up in.
In Abbott, Texas, we had our own chickens, and we had eggs, and we grew our own beef, and we had hogs out there that we grew, and we had a garden. So we pretty much were self-sufficient. And I think probably out of necessity, because of the high prices of everything, we're going to have to get back to that kind of living again. And honestly, I think it will be good for us to go back to the basics and be able to take care of ourselves without having to depend on somebody on the other side of the world.
Absolutely. You can find all of his websites through willienelson.com. You can also find out about all the prolific new records, new albums you've been putting out. Willie, I've been reading all the reviews, too, quite a few of the reviews. The reviewers are saying that you seem to, like a fine wine, be getting even better now that you had your 75th birthday. Are you hitting kind of your third or fourth wind here?
I'm breaking wind right now, I think.
That's a good joke. You know what I mean? Like, you're a jogger. I mean, you know, you're like, seem to be energized.
I do have a lot of energy, and I ride a bike, and you know, I do what I can to try to get rid of the energy, and then I do a 2-hour show on the stage every night. So at the end of the day, I try to get well spent. That's the secret, I think, to being healthy spiritually, mentally, is to do a lot of exercise and keep your body going.
And you talk a lot about that in your book with Turk Pipkin, The Tao of Willie, New York Times bestseller. Be sure and get that as well. Willie, I am completely blown away by this interview, and I sense destiny here, something big, and I pray that this does happen, and we just appreciate all your time. I'll say bye to you off air here in just a moment, and I will talk to you in the morning, sir. You're going to be playing tonight in Council Bluff, Iowa. Is that sold out like most of your shows, or can folks go to that?
Well, I think it's a casino, so it's probably pretty well sold out. But if you're around here close, you might come over. But it's a small venue, so it's probably pretty well sold out.